Good afternoon, Los Angeles. It is so great to be on the South Lawn. Let's hear it for our celebration today on the South Lawn of historic City Hall. Today is a great day. Here we are in Pride Month. And as you all know, if you followed this, that for very good reasons, we have restrictions on what flags fly over our City Hall and over our city buildings. We're very careful about that. Last year, we looked at that and said, you know what? We want to make sure that we state over and over and over again that LA is for everyone. LA is for everyone. And so we looked at our policies and we said when we fly a flag over a city building, it's going to be the flag of the United States. It's going to be the flag of California. It'll be the flag of Los Angeles. And in addition, in June, we are going to fly the Progress Pride flag over the city of Los Angeles. Because we're saying that LA is for everyone. And I will say as an ally, I come to this because like so many of you, like so many of us, we have friends, we have family, or we are in the community, and we want to make sure that everyone feels comfortable, everyone feels seen, everyone feels embraced. And in my personal circumstance, I had a family member who, with her wife, decided to leave Los Angeles because a few years ago, she didn't feel comfortable. A part of Los Angeles where she didn't feel comfortable. And that put me in a position, and I hope everybody responds this way, and more bravely than I did, to make sure that they become allies and they double down, they triple down. And what we did in San Pedro with my dear friends from the harbor area is that we had our first ever Pride Parade. We had our first ever sort of public acknowledgement that we were embracing Pride, we were embracing the community, and that San Pedro and Wilmington and Harbor City and the Gateway were for everyone. And so what we did this past year is we said, you know what? Let's amend our procedures and let's put ourselves in a position where we can fly the Pride flag. And so we introduced the motion, we worked with the city family, and this city council was very proud to present to our co-worker in all of this municipal government, the mayor of Los Angeles, who very proudly signed the ordinance and very proudly said, let's get together, let's link arms, and let's raise the flag today. So I'm very honored to introduce and bring to the podium our mayor, Karen Bass.
Thank you, everyone. Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. I am thrilled to be here today with leaders of the community, every aspect of our community. We are here to say that LA is for everyone. We have our leader of the Civil Rights Department who has an entire campaign around LA is for everyone, and this month is Pride Month. Let me just say that it is very significant, and I want to thank Councilman Tim McOsker for his leadership. We need to give him a round of applause. Because in our country today, rights that we fought for, that we won, that we thought was settled business, are under jeopardy and under attack. I'm proud to say that I am from Los Angeles, born and raised, and we are a city that is inclusive, and we will reject the attacks that are happening on the LGBTQ community. We are not going to put up with that. Now, I'm sad to say that even in our region, some of the surrounding cities, some of the surrounding counties have gotten that virus of backwardness, that virus of rejection and attack. But that's extra reason why it is important that we raise this flag today, because we want to draw a line in the sand that says never will we go backwards. We are going to continue to march forward to fight for social justice And social justice will be on display in a few minutes when we raise that flag.
Raise that flag.
Raise that flag. Raise that flag. Raise that flag. All right. I am proud to say that one of our citywide leaders, first woman ever elected to be the city attorney, is standing here in solidarity with all of us. Heidi Feldstein Soto, city attorney.
Thank you so much. And Mayor Bass knows to lower the microphone for me because I don't see very high above the podium. This is a great turnout. I am so proud to stand here today. Happy Pride Month. Please come to the parade on Sunday as well. I will look forward to seeing you there. And I am really pleased that we were able to find a legal way to raise the pride flag without any kind of controversy or difficulty in our city. I am very proud to say that the pride flag is going up, not as free speech, but as the speech of the city of Los Angeles. Our city stands with our LGBTQ plus community today, this month, and every day and every month of every year. So thank you for showing up. Thank you, Councilmember McOsker and Mayor Bass, for your leadership. Thank you to Councilmember Hugo Soto Martinez behind me. And please enjoy Pride Month. Oh, I'm sorry. And it's my honor, I guess, presentarles al único Hugo Soto Martinez.
Muchas gracias, abogada de la ciudad. She said something really nice, believe me. Really nice. Well, first of all, I want to just give so much. Well, first of all, let's just sit in this moment because there's so much love, so much community, and that is what this movement is about. So happy Pride Month, everyone. Obviously, I want to thank Councilmember Tim McOsker for introducing this, for leading on this issue, the mayor for always reminding us about all the national issues that we cannot lose sight of and how they sometimes play here in the city of Los Angeles. And of course, our amazing city attorney, who is a champion, who is here always speaking up for working people. But it is a historic day because we have to think about how we got here. Because in 1967, in the Black Cat, in the heart of CD13, on New Year's Eve, as the LGBT community was celebrating their love, law enforcement came in, arrested them, and beat them because they were just simply trying to be who they are. And that led to some of the first protests, the first LGBT protests recorded in the history of the United States before the Stonewall riots. So let's give it up for the history here of the city of Los Angeles. And we cannot forget that Stonewall was a riot. That it was rumored that it was Marsha P. Johnson, a transgender woman, who said, "No more, we have to fight back." And so when we talk about what's happening nationally, I always think we have to go back to our roots. We have to go back to our roots of activism. And it's about being bold, being unafraid, and always leading with community and love, because we all know that when we lead with community and love, we're always going to win. And so I'm very happy to be here. In a few moments, we're going to raise this flag. But I do want to introduce someone who is no stranger to fighting, to organizing. This is a person who was knocking doors when Prop 8 was on the ballot in 2008 and has taken a tremendous amount of leadership. And he is now the executive director of Equality California. I would like to introduce the one and only Tony Huang.
Happy Pride, everyone. My name is Tony Huang. I'm the Executive Director for Equality California, the nation's largest statewide LGBTQ civil rights organization. And I'm so proud to be standing with so many wonderful elected officials in allyship with the LGBTQ plus community here today, including the mayor, the city attorney, the city council. The mayor said earlier, the LGBTQ community is in the fight for our lives. There's been a record number of anti-LGBTQ bills, over 500, that have been introduced in state legislatures across the country in places like Alabama and Texas. But that hate is not only in those states, but has come to California. We're having state legislators that are trying to forcibly out LGBTQ students against their will. We're having school board members that are making their careers attacking trans youth in school boards like Temecula and Chino Valley. Like the mayor said earlier, we're having places in nearby districts like Satakoy and Glendale where riots have happened at school board meetings just because they're celebrating Pride. And so today, by raising the Pride flag in the city of Los Angeles, the city is saying that Angelenos of all stripes and colors, including those that are LGBTQ, are accepted and included in this wonderful city. And so proud to stand with all of you here today. Equality California is fighting back against these attacks in Sacramento, ensuring that we're expanding access to gender-affirming care, reducing barriers for families to start children and families all around, and also ensuring that folks across the country that are coming to California are protected, fleeing from violence and prosecution for accessing things like gender-affirming care. And so Equality California is proud to stand with these amazing city leaders. And with that, the next person that I'd like to introduce is a dear friend of Equality California, the mayor of West Hollywood, John Erickson.
What happens when two mayors walk into the city of Los Angeles? The city of Los Angeles wins. Hello, everybody. My name is John Erickson. I am the proud mayor of the city of West Hollywood, just a few miles down the street. I stepped outside of our imaginative borders because what happens in LA happens in West Hollywood and vice versa. I am so happy to be here with Mayor Bass, Councilmember McOsker, so many individuals on the LA City Council that said hate has no place here in LA. And as a city in LA County, those are the words that we love to hear. We have leaders on this city council that are taking bold stances when times are telling us to go backwards. The mayor of Los Angeles said it best. Some people, well, they better get right with God, but some people are trying to take us back. And I have a feeling everyone here today is going to say a proud, not on our watch, not on our watch. We will stand together. We will raise every flag that has to show that somebody watching this at home that might identify as LGBTQ that says, do I belong there? The resounding answer is yes. It is important. There are places like in Downey where they said, no, we don't need you. We don't need to do this flag. It matters. It matters. That city's 4 times the size of mine. You don't think there are LGBTQ people in Downey and across LA County? I have a feeling there are. And it's important that we're all here together to say we are stronger together. We are not going to let hate win, and love, when it's always on your side, I know which I'm choosing. Thank you so much. And now it's my honor to invite up next a true champion of the community, someone that is the former chair of the Transgender Advisory Board of the City of West Hollywood and current member, and that is Commissioner Shane Ivan Nash.
Well, happy Pride, everyone. This is what investment looks like. You know, as a trans-masculine individual that knows that at 6 a.m. the bathrooms open up because I was homeless, because that's when I got to use the restroom, and I'm standing here with Mayor Karen Bass and also John Erickson, and I get to kind of tell them what to do sometimes. Well, Karen, we're working on that. Pleasure to meet you, by the way, and thank you so much for showing up. I really want to be intentional about the fact that you have shown up for our community in the way that you have. The intersectionality of toxic masculinity is something we both face. It's something you faced in your race, and it's definitely something I have yet to escape, even though so many folks look at a trans man and think we've escaped it. It's definitely mutated in something that we can barely talk about because we get very little visibility. Even myself as a white trans man, I represent so many other folks, especially black trans men that are in a community that do not have that representation. And I get invited to those spaces that those men don't. It's so beautiful to see all of us coming together to raise this flag and what it means in the city, and even what it means to me personally as a kid that grew up homeless on these streets, to actually be able to make an impact at City Hall in the way that I have. And even in West Hollywood, when we started with John Erickson. And John Erickson, I want to give a special shout out to, and also Seppi Shine, because, you know, a really bad incident happened to me, and they really showed up for me. These test strips now that are showing up statewide now in these bars are because of the actions that we took together, and we started in the city of West Hollywood, which is now a statewide initiative to save not only LGBT folks, women, and anyone that is not safe in those spaces. We're creating those resources for you, and I want folks to understand that trans rights, women's rights, men's mental health is June. All of it crosses over with my existence. Every one of it. And I just want you to all know, thank you so much for showing up. And I really want to say thank you to Capri Maddox for just leading us in the way that we have, the Transgender Advisory Council. And I just want everyone for this Pride season, even though we are in so much turmoil, to understand, watch the trans community still find hope in the midst of all of this, and let that inspire you to find hope within your life. Happy Pride, y'all.
Thank you so much, Commissioner. I also want to just acknowledge another friend on the council, Imelda Padilla, who's with us today. And I want to acknowledge this entire circle, because this entire circle really is all of us, every part of the circle, including the cameras. But what you see here are community members from the 1-5. I'm so happy to have you here. I see department heads, I see staff members, I see commissioners from every department, every corner of the city, because this is really an issue that transcends a department or a title or where you live or who you work for or what department you are. This is really all of us. This is all of us. And I do want to take a point of personal privilege. I talked about my allyship and that family member who moved away. A couple of years of hard work and raising the flag down in the harbor area. She and her wife have moved back, and she's living in San Pedro, and they're an LA City firefighter serving our community. Again, an issue that transcends all of us. LA is for everyone. This is the moment now where we're going to go over and raise the flag. And so I'm going to ask all of our city leaders, all of our community members to head towards the flag, and we're going to do a countdown, a 10-point countdown, and then we're going to raise the flag for that big moment, okay? Let's go. Let's head this way.
Let's raise that flag.
Raise that flag.
Counting down. 7, 6,